Hey everyone, this is Tristan from Tristan Pope Photography, and today we're bringing you a video about a new feature drop on the Google Pixel line. What is a feature drop, you may ask? I didn't even know actually until just recently. Normally phones have annual updates to their OS. Well, Google has feature drops where they will, throughout the year, give you new features to enhance your experience on the Pixel. The feature we're going to be focusing on today is called Heads Up. Heads Up is a feature where while you're walking or you're out and about doing your daily life, going to the grocery store, going out to the park, walking down the street, walking your dog, just things like that, where you want to be more attentive in life and you want to kind of like be more aware of your surroundings and just kind of be present in the moment, which is very important now as we start to go back out into the world. And, I don't know about you, but going to the computer and Zoom meetings and all that stuff and just being stuck in a box has taken a toll. So being able to go back out and be present, really enjoy the world around me is important. So the heads up feature sounds really cool. Basically, while you're walking, if your nose is in your phone like I and many other people do, it will tell you with a subtle reminder, put your head up. It's just a little tiny quality of life improvement that should hopefully be a big quality of life improvement to your life. We're going to install it on the Pixel. I'm going to show you how we install it. And then we're just going to go out for a day in the park and we're going to see how many times I get stuck in my phone, because I don't actually know, because sometimes I put it in my pocket and I'm aware, but sometimes you get an email or you're checking news, or you're checking stats. Meanwhile, you're missing everything around you. So it'll be interesting to see how many times Google tells me to put my head up. So why don't we install it now? Hi, Kitty. And we'll check out the process of how it works, and I'll bring you along on my excursion into the outdoors. So now we're going to install the Heads Up feature, which is part of the Digital Wellbeing app. So that is in your settings. You're going to scroll down. You're going to find the Digital Wellbeing, and you'll scroll down and you will see Heads Up. And you're going to tap, and now it says, watch your step with Heads Up. If you're walking while using your phone, get a reminder to focus on what's around you. Use with caution. Heads Up doesn't replace paying attention. So we're going to hit next. And Heads Up needs to know when you're walking outside. So physical activity, this lets Heads Up know when you're walking. And then location, which is optional. This lets Heads Up know when you're outdoors. On the next two screens, select while using the app, allow at all times. Okay, we'll say okay with that. While using the app. And we'll do all the time. Cool. So we're going to hit next. Now it says Heads Up is ready to go. You'll get a reminder if you use your phone while you're walking. And there it is. So Heads Up. Get reminders to stop using your phone while you're walking. Use with caution. Heads Up doesn't replace paying attention. And that's it. So physical activity, permission, and location optional is allowed. So I guess if you don't want your location, it's based off of your movement. Basically what location does, it allows your phone to know whether or not you are inside or outside. So if you're walking around inside, I don't think it gives you a heads up notification, but if you're walking around outside, it will. So I've opted to turn that on. Some people may not, but I think it would be useful. And you can just turn it off right there if you don't want to use it anymore. So let's head on outside and check out what the Heads Up feature has to offer. So we have the Heads Up feature installed on the Google Pixel. We happen to be really lucky and we live in an area where we're by New York City. We have beautiful parks. There's just a lot of activity here. You're gonna hear a lot of noises, maybe some motorcycles and cars. But I figure with the Heads Up installed, let's just go about using our Google Pixel on a normal basis and see what it does. All right, so obviously because we are trying to do a video and show the Heads Up feature with the Google Pixel, it's raining, but you know what? Rain's not gonna stop us. We're gonna test out the Heads Up Google feature drop, rain or shine, in this beautiful park. Let's go have a fun day in the park, in the rain. We even have a second here to do kind of like a TikTok video. Check this out. Oh yeah. a fun one. The heads-up display pops up while I'm walking, right? And then I look up, I see the ducks around me, but then I also remember I've got this powerful camera in my pocket. Why not, also use the camera to go take a picture of it? So that's exactly what we did. I love the idea that it tells you to look up and, enjoy your surroundings. But at the same time, like, why forget that you have this awesome camera in your pocket and just use it? So it's like, it's telling you to look away from your phone, but at the same time, you can also use the power of the phone to be more in the moment. So the Google Heads Up feature is actually pretty cool. It's caught me quite a few times during our walk in the park here. I was checking my email, I got a couple of texts, and you know what? The notification, it comes down, it's not very intrusive, and it just kind of tells you, be mindful, take a look around, put your phone away. So that's really cool. From like a video recording aspect and making the B-roll, I think you guys are gonna see something a little weird, and it's gonna be me walking a lot. And the only reason that I'm gonna be doing that is because the only time that this triggers is when you're moving. So don't expect this to trigger if you're like having a picnic or if you're just kind of relaxing, having a relaxing day. It's more for when you're out and about, maybe in the city, maybe you're going to get your groceries, you're getting, you're going to work, you're walking to the subway. It's just supposed to be a little subtle reminder to like be more mindful. And that's totally okay. So the movement aspect definitely changes, how I had to film this. So I wanted you to all know that, some of those shots, obviously, with me walking and walking and walking, there's a reason for that. That's the only way that this feature actually triggers, is by motion. So in that regards, it works really well, and it has actually achieved its goal of making me a little bit more mindful. And I was surprised because I thought going into this, no way, this isn't gonna get me. I'm gonna put this away. I'm in the park. I know that I'm shooting this, so there's no way it's gonna get me. Nah, it got me. It got me with some texts. It got me with my email. Yeah, so it made me more mindful. But at the same time, it didn't make me want to put the phone away for moments where I want to use the camera, for moments where I want to capture moments. So I think it's a really cool addition to the Pixel line and to the feature drops that Google is rolling out throughout the year. So in my opinion, it's a really cool feature. You guys should check it out. I think it'll be helpful. It's one of those quality of life improvements to your daily, everyday use of your phone. A smartphone should be smart, should be helping you with your day, and should be helping you enjoy your day and being present in your day. I think that Google has really nailed it with the heads up feature in that sense. So go on to the Google App Store, download the Wellbeing app and the Google Heads Up, and check it out for yourself. I think it's pretty cool. I thought it was gonna be annoying. It was a little bit annoying because it told me, it revealed my flaws. I'm walking there with my girlfriend and I'm like looking at some emails and she's all like, hello, hello. And then the phone is like, hello, hello. And I was like, you both got me. So yeah, it's a different type of feature. At first it's a little invasive where you're like, shut up phone, don't tell me what to do. But then at the end of the day, you're like, all right, I appreciate what it's doing. I can see how this could be much more useful in a scenario where I'm not intentionally taking the phone out to a park to, test the feature. And in an everyday scenario of, once again, going to work, going to get groceries, or just, walking down the street or whatever you're doing. And when you're in your rush and you're, someone emails and you're like, I have to take care of this now. It reminds you that you don't. And you can look up from what you're doing and enjoy the beautiful surroundings around you and just enjoy being present in the moment. And nowadays, that's really important. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Google Pixel's new feature drop, Heads Up. I think it's a great feature. Check it out, install it yourself, try it out. I hope it's for you.